And we'll just throw off a Rock Blast. It hits basically everything. I don't see my opponent breaking my team now at all. And especially with that damage on Goodra, man. Oh my gosh. Gigalith, you beast. That's an easy 2 for 1. Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Sword and Shield Showdown Live. We have 3 Pokemon left, including today's, which is Eldegoss, for me to feature in Showdown Lives. Besides that, then we'll start doing some more friend stuff. I'll start bringing back some Wi-Fi battles and a whole lot of things. But we got this Eldegoss squad that was a combination of me plus SG. And it was a lot. There was a lot that went into this. Alright, this mon is tough. It's tough. But yeah, in this game, like, it does absolutely nothing. Like, it actually does nothing in this game. My Goodra is going to be great. I just clicked Specs Draco with this thing, so that's going to be really good. And I love Gigalith as well for being able to obviously get rid of the sun early on. But Specs Goodra is going to be fantastic. But yeah, we have the Rocker. We have Calm Mind Sigilyph. We have Choice Scarf Togedemaru. Wish Protect Vaporeon and Specs Goodra. But yeah, in this game, I'm just going to try and get in Specs Goodra as many times as possible and click buttons with it. My Gigalith's role is going to be to get rid of the weather. Eldegoss, honestly, does not do much at all. Maybe he'll be able to check Cinccino and from there, Sleep Powder. But besides that, it kind of loses to every single mon on their team. I can't Sleep Powder you, can't Sleep Powder you, can't Sleep Powder you, can't Sleep Powder you. I guess I can Sleep Powder Torkoal, but yeah, Specs Goodra is fantastic, especially because they lead off a Torkoal, and they have no Dragon resist or immunity. So we're just going to drop a Specs Draco right here, man. I'm going to drop a Draco so bad. That's it. That's it. Now, if I get rid of their sun, that means they don't have it at all. And obviously, right? Yeah, no, that was like, what the hell are you talking about? But because they have 2 Pokemon that very much benefit from Chlorophyll, allowing them to outspeed every member on my squad, this is just going to open up such an easy door for me. Basically, if I get rid of their weather, I don't have to worry about them as threats at all. But unfortunately, I barely miss out on the KO there. However, we can bring out Gigalith. It'll get up to sand, and whatever double they make, I'm decent versus. Besides, I guess Vileplume. Vileplume for sure. But I do have Goodra of my own, and I'm actually going to get up rocks. If they go Xatu, I already rock. First off, Vileplume can't kill me. If I get up rocks, I kill their Torkoal. Period, right? I kill their Torkoal. If they go into Xatu, they already have rocks on my side, so I'm not losing anything by doing this. And the Gigalith's role is just to get up the sand in general. Again, you're not going to be able to knock me out with anything. I end up getting on my rocks, which is great. They expected me to go either Goodra or Eldegoss there, I suppose. But now, perfect. I don't got to deal with sun at all, and my Sigilyph is going to kill every member on their squad. I don't want to throw away Eldegoss just yet, because it's not terrible. Then again, yeah, because Gigalith beats Cinccino, and Togedemaru is great speed tier as well. Okay, I'll go Sigilyph because I'll be able to take one hit as they go for Strength Sap. And right here, I'm assuming what they do is they'd probably switch out into Goodra. Either way, I'm going to make the Eldegoss play because I can Rapid Spin away. I'm not worried about Vileplume at all. It's not a threat anymore. Sigilyph will always be able to revenge kill it, and so will Goodra. And I'm going to see if I can get rid of their hazards if possible. Nothing else on their team should have Sunny Day or anything. Vileplume definitely doesn't have it. I mean, they're more than likely Giga Drain Growth type of thing. Yep, and they end up going Goodra. Eldegoss is decently bulky, so unless they're specs themselves, I should be able to Rapid Spin their hazards here. Nice. And that's great. Now we play a game without rocks, and Eldegoss did its role. That was it. We also found out my opponent had Gooey. So that means I could actually have went for, what's it called on them? I actually could go for Leech Season and whatnot. So that actually opens up Eldegoss a little bit more. We'll go Gigalith. We're Spadef. We have the sand in our favor, and every bit of damage on Goodra means I can click Dragon Pulse over Draco Meteor, especially with rocks up. And Eldegoss actually isn't as bad now because I can Leech Seed and Sleep Powder the Goodra. We can tank that for days. Thank you very much. And we'll just throw off a Rock Blast. It hits basically everything. I don't see my opponent breaking my team now at all. And especially with that damage on Goodra, man. Oh my gosh. Gigalith, you beast. That's an easy 2 for 1. Now, they could defog with their Xatu. Don't get me wrong. assuming Zatsu still has defog at the moment. Right here, I go directly out into Togedemaru, though. As they go for Solar Blade. That sucks for them because I'm able to go for Scarf U-turn and knock them out. I mean, I don't blame them. They don't have another grass attack that can hit me with. But, yeah, they're locked in. U-turn's going to knock them out. And that's like their biggest threat. So this should be a pretty safe victory from here. I think you got to click the Solar Blade again, buddy. I'm sorry. Sam was up. I'm sorry. Shift tree's gone, man. There's nothing to think about. I mean, I guess Shift tree could think about his family at this point. There's nothing else. It's dead. Just tell my husband, or wife, whatever. Doesn't matter. I love her or him. Doesn't matter though. Get out of here. Please let me U-turn your 4 times effective Mon with my offensive Togedemaru. Please. Please. Just let me get out of there. Please, please. There you go. Alright, so that's one offensive threat gone. Cinccino isn't too bad either. The best option right now is to go out into, I would say, Goodra. Goodra offensively threatens both the Zatsu and the Vileplume. And it kind of forces in Cinccino. Or my opponent could just forfeit right there. I don't think they're going to come back. I honestly don't think they're going to come back. I also think I have way too many pieces that even if I throw, I can't lose, right? Like, Togedemaru click Zing Zap / Iron Head. All I need is a little bit, like, I need like 30% off on Cinccino, and I beat him with Togedemaru. So I'll pause it until this guy times out, and we'll be right back with another game. So they actually came back. Pretty surprised by that, but in terms of expendability, I would say that Vileplume is pretty expendable. While it does have the Ice Beam to threaten their own, Vaporeon. While it does have Ice Beam to threaten their Vileplume. Actually, that did nothing. Huh. I'll just go for Ice Beam here. Main reason I'm going for Ice Beam is it gets the damage I need. I don't need to knock out Cinccino, nor do I need to burn it. I just need to get the damage that I mentioned earlier for Togedemaru, but it also gets the damage on Vileplume and also hits Zatsu super effectively as well. And it just puts Togedemaru in a winning position. I'm going to start looking for another game because, like I said, this game is a wrap. I didn't mean to come back. Like, I thought this guy would time out or just forfeit because at this point I felt like it was a wrap. That was it. Especially because there's no rocks due to Eldegoss. Yeah, okay, so I guess they're King's Rock maybe. So maybe they have a chance. Not really. I just go Togedemaru and click U-turn. Let's see. Perfect. So that means that Togedemaru gets to knock out the Cinccino there. Ooh. Nice. This is going to be a spin. I'm assuming that's a ghost type Silvally, but we'll look at it in a sec. I wonder how well I'll take this. Because I want to see if I can use you a little bit more. I want to see if I can use you. I'm actually just adding turns to the game by doing this. But looking at this game, Gigalith is a fantastic lead, as it basically means that Galvantula webs are gone immediately. I could also get up rocks if I wanted to, too. In terms of how I want to win this game, Sigilyph is faster than basically everything besides Mime, which Gigalith helps me deal with as well. And I love Gigalith early because it's a good anti-Galvantula and anti-Zatsu Mon. I break through the Sash. I have the Sand. You could be a little bit problematic, though, depending on the type on this Silvally. But Leech Seed and Sleep Powder will also help me out. We'll go Gigalith early because it beats both of their their best types of leads, in my opinion. And we'll just Rock Blast here. If they go hard Zatsu, I mean, they got to deal with an offensive Rock Blast and Gigalith. And as you can see, 2, all I needed, get rid of Galvantula there. Oh, they miss. Unfortunate for them. Actually does not matter. I'm physically defensive, so you're not going to be beating Eldegoss 1v1. Yep. There you go. I'm assuming Passimian would want to come out. Huh. We're going to protect just in case this is Choice Band. As they go for a Focus Blast here. Odd. I want to keep Gigalith around because Mr. Mime is actually a giant threat to my team. But we'll make the play into Vaporeon mainly because I would take the Focus Blast, and Scald is so good versus my opponent as well. And every bit of damage on Passimian is going to be great too for Togedemaru, assuming I'm able to Rapid Spin away the hazards. Vileplume comes out. Literally does not matter. I'll just go hard into Goodra on Sludge Bomb just to speed it up a little bit, just to speed up the process. And just spam Dragon Pulse. Scald here will eat a CC. They end up knocking me off. That might not be the best case considering I can burn them right here. And what I'll do is just wish up. Xatu's interesting, but unless it dual screens, it shouldn't be able to deal with Gigalith at all, especially because I'm wish passing. So even if they have like Thunder Wave, or unfortunately for them they miss, and I'm in a position just to click the Rock Blast one more time. There you go, you sack that. I mean, yeah, I don't think that matters at all. Okay, you're not doing this to my Gigalith, sir. This is not your game plan versus my Gigalith. Is this actually the game plan versus Gigalith? It makes sense because Mr. Mime is such a big threat that you want to be able to weaken it, but I'm actually curious on this calc right here, just for my own sake. Alright, this is a good chunk. Like I say, Vaporeon is expendable. Spam Specs Dragon Pulse again as Xatu comes out. I might be faster depending on their set. They're actually a Calm Mind set. Just go hard on Togedemaru. They wouldn't go for Heat Wave there. Yeah, Roost at worst case. Why is this game still going on? Catch them with the Zing Zap. Sack Vaporeon there. Go ahead and protect. Let him knock me out. I get an Eldegoss. I get to go for Rapid Spin here. And if they have Silvally Ghost, I can Sleep Powder them. So, perfect, perfect. I'm able to get rid of the hazards there, so we don't have to worry about that at all. And I get a crit on them, but I'm not trying to have that be, the next one be a roll, because it looks like it actually take them out. I'm not trying to have the next one be a roll, so we'll just Air Slash twice. I'm sorry that we're having 2 games going on at once, but great. I get back in Gigalith. And they still don't switch in on Rock Blast at all, and the dude just ends up forfeiting. Yeah, Gigalith was going to be a huge problem for their team either way. I like how we beat the second game before I even finished the first game of the live. That's because this guy's taking a little bit, it's taking their sweet time, but that's fine. I honestly, I thought they would have forfeited a long time ago just because, in my opinion, the game was over. But yeah, Eldegoss did his job there. I think you got to see a cool example of, like, Regenerator on Eldegoss. Like, just being able to take a CC, sacking the, obviously sacking my Vaporeon there and bringing back in Eldegoss, being able to spin, and getting rid of the reason getting rid of the webs were important is because Goodra and Togedemaru, right? Togedemaru had a fast Scarf speed tier in that. It would be faster than Mr. Mime with its choice Scarf, unless it went for Rapid Spin and got its own speed boost. It'd be faster than Passimian, and Passimian was at 20%, so it was in range of basically every attack besides U-turn. And yeah, I'm guessing this guy's done, so I'll be right back with another battle. Alright guys, we got another game. Now Eldegoss's role is to kind of click Sleep Powder in this game. And it's actually relatively safe because if they go Drampa, I have Gigalith as a good switch-in. And I love Eldegoss early because it eats a hit from you, and, well, not you, but I have Gigalith for you as well. So, Sigilyph is the fastest Pokemon, period. I'm pretty sure that might be Scarf on the Artivish. Otherwise, Sigilyph outspeeds everything. And it also beats Scarf and Didi with the combination of Gigalith being able to tank hits. Togedemaru is okay if I can get rid of Steelix, and Vaporeon's role is to switch into Steelix, really. Whereas Eldegoss will be doing the exact same thing and spinning away the hazards. Don't want to give Turtonator too much leverage. Goodra has, like, no switch-ins, period. Love it. I'm actually going to go early Goodra lead because, very similar to before, just having no switch-ins it's so good, man. Nothing KOs it in one hit. Like, I don't think you KO it in one hit at all. I'm going to drop a Draco, man. I don't want to switch directly into Sigilyph because Sigilyph is more of a win con than Goodra is. So, like, it's alright that I just took 1,000,000% from that. I don't want him to have Bullet Punch. I don't care if they double CC. Because Vaporeon does not, basically Vaporeon does not have to be at 100% to check Artivish. Artivish can't KO me yet, period, right? So, this is in calculations of it because it doesn't matter. And you know, he just gave me a free protect. So now Artivish can't do crap at all. If I get up rocks with Gigalith, if I let Gigalith take the hit, that's not the best case scenario for me. I'm going to pivot into Eldegoss first. Just because it should be able to take one since it's physically defensive. And it also deals with potentially Steelix on a Gigalith double. But that looks to 100% be specs. Okay, just making sure. Togedemaru doesn't have to be healthy to do its job. And if I'm gonna get damage on this thing, I'd rather get some, like, be able to pivot in now, especially because I can get an Eldegoss and just click the sleep pattern. Now, if they do have the Sap Sipper over Berserk, that's fine. We'll figure it out right now. But this is Eldegoss's role. Come in on Steelix, get that regen back. Attempt to, anyway. Alright, well, I mean, that sucks, but it is what it is. I'll just rapid spin him away. It's no big deal. I wish I could hit my attacks. I'm going to attempt to land this one more time. Thank you. Alright, so get a Vaporeon now. I get a few turns of leftovers. It also like kind of says, hey, Turtonator, stay out. But the main thing is I get my Regenerator on Eldegoss. I could also go for Giga Drain / Leech Seed here. Will that be worse for me? He did 43%. Actually, Giga Drain is fine. If he wants to try and burn a turn. I would Leech Seed here, but I don't want them to wake up and me get nothing out of it. So there's a part where I feel like Goodra is kind of the sack, where while it's faster and kills things, I feel like Sigilyph can do the exact same thing, and I know this thing is specs now at this point, so we'll go Goodra. Let him Psyshock me. Get in Togedemaru and do my thing again. One more time. And once rocks are up on my side, right, they're going to be huge. They're going to be great for me. Oh, especially because I can just Wish now up with Vaporeon and not have to worry about Steelix at all. Sorry, buddy. You do not beat me. Especially not now. Drampa comes out. And there's a part where we actually get to get up rocks now with Gigalith, which is going to help me beat Turtonator and all of them as well. As indeed he gets to come back out too. And okay. That's fair. That's fair. I doubt they'd attack me, but I have Vaporeon at full HP anyway. And once again, my role in this is to always go Eldegoss in 1v1. Once I weaken Steelix, or even get in Vaporeon too. Like, Vaporeon is good too. Yeah, it doesn't take any damage. But Eldegoss is a little bit better, because I threaten him with Sleep Powder. Oh, that's perfect too. Let me go and rapid spin these away. Looks like his Turtonator planned on doing the exact same thing, but we can prevent that by going for Sleep Powder. If we do connect, nice. We can get in Gigalith now and just threaten him with Earthquake. Entire team is grounded. Sick. I get damage off on Steelix. I think I might kill Drampa. Oh, Cloud9, okay. Is it Cloud9 plus Surf? I don't get the idea behind the Cloud9 there. It is Cloud9 plus Surf. Sorry, buddy. That's a free Vaporeon for me. And we just click Ice Beam, get rid of Drampa. No point wishing and taking massive damage. Indeed, he comes out. Let me go and protect and see what move you want to lock yourself into. I wonder if it's Psyshock. Oh, it is. Well, doesn't matter. Because Vaporeon just says, I don't care about that. See, once Vaporeon is in versus Indeedee, it doesn't beat it 1v1. And again, this is why, like, even if Vaporeon was at 30%, I knew I'd be able to get it back. It didn't matter. And Eldegoss being able to get rid of the hazards, huge. So even if they crit me, it won't make a difference at all. Yep, there we go. So, I'll pause it, guys, until we find another game. We'll be right back. Eldegoss did his job. I slept the Turtonator. I kept my rocks up. Rapid Spin on Steelix. Missed the Sleep Powder, you know. Exactly what I expected of it. Okay, so we have a really interesting game because they have threats, right? Like, they have threats, period. You and you are stupid good versus me. And obviously my Sand is going to play a huge role, but then they also seem to have Sand, or at least Sandaconda. Now, their Sandaconda is checked by Vaporeon. Vaporeon actually checks both that and potentially Ninetales, not really. Sigilyph is huge. Air Slash is unresisted and just incredibly good versus them. In fact, I love Sigilyph early on because it just breaks through a lot of their team. If I keep it healthy, it should be able to deal with Leafeon, but otherwise, another mon that's stupid good in this game is Specs Goodra, and you know, I actually like Specs Goodra early more because I can pivot into the Sand on this, and Specs Goodra seems like the type of mon that Ninetales might stay in on till Willow is predicting me to go Gigalith, and I can get 100 damage on. So let's try that. They end up leading off with Sandaconda. This seems to be their rocker. I'm just going to drop a Draco. Specs, yep. So we don't have to deal again with rocks. That's amazing. Eldegoss doesn't really need to do anything now, so that's great too. And I can just go out to Gigalith here. Eldegoss actually switches it on Hitmonlee 1, so I'm okay with that as well. Not sure why they nasty plotted immediately, just completely ignoring the fact that I have a Gigalith there. But if this does 50%, I have Protect after to knock out Hitmonlee. Oh my gosh. So depending on what attack they go for, right? If they go for high jump kick, yeah, they're dead. Leafeon comes out, and this is great because Togedemaru is such a great pivot, and I can encore them into the Swords Dance as opposed to going around them, and then right back out into Goodra we go. Now the reason we go Goodra is because it deals with Ninetales, and I guess Vileplume if they want to make that play. And I can just click Specs Dragon Pulse. 34%. Nothing. Trying to see how I want to do this, because if I get up rocks, we're good. But I don't want the worst case scenario. The reason why I didn't go Gigalith on the what was it? It wasn't on Leafeon. The reason Gigalith isn't out yet is because I want Gigalith to be a retaliation to Ninetales. That way, I'm never in a situation where they have a Sun Sweeper in versus me and I can't beat it. So I'd rather bring out Eldegoss here on the Willow and just potentially click Sleep Powder. Nice. Alright, well, we'll take those. That's fine. Them hitting Will-O-Wisp did not matter at all. Eldegoss had no purpose besides switching in on Jellicent and then being able to Leech Seed and Giga Drain it. Maybe Sleep Powdering Ninetales at the best case scenario, but I don't know if that was going to necessarily be anything that was super game-changing, because I think Ninetales was going to be useless anyway, because I would always go Gigalith to counteract and get the sand. And this is why I liked Specs Goodra early, because depending on what they led, as you saw, I got a kill by dropping a Draco. So, I loved it. I loved it. We can't find a game. Oh, we got one. Perfect. Okay, this is going to be harder. Because every single time I fight My Little Pony over there, it messes me up. Eldegoss' Sleep Powder is great. Pangoro, they just have breakers. That's the problem. They have two wall breakers. They have you and they have you. Luckily, I got Goodra, which is such a great wall breaker too, right? Like, I don't care if you're a special or physical wall. I got Specs Draco to do some damage unless you're maxed but of Jellicent. Now, every single lead I have, the Pokemon that can win this game the easiest is Sigilyph, right? I got Heat Wave, Air Slash, Heat Wave, whatever, Air Slash, doesn't matter. And I have Roost to set up on Vaporeon, depending on if it's Haze or not. The Pony might be Scarf. The Pony might actually be Scarf with Healing Wish, which would actually be a little bit easier for me to deal with than a Swords Dance variant. Though, I guess, technically, Togedemaru can deal with Swords Dance anyway. But the only way I can lead in this game... have fun. The only way I can lead in this game is either Sigilyph or Goodra, and the main reason being is if they lead off with Pangoro and it's Bandit, or they lead off with Vikavolt and it's Specs, they get to kick up a 2-hit KO, right? No matter what. Specs Bug Buzz is going to 2-hit KO. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's the only way I can lead. I can only lead Goodra. I can only lead Sigilyph in this game. And I'm leaning more towards Goodra because Draco is just so good. They ended up leading off with Delmise. And this is interesting because obviously Specs Flamethrower is something that comes to mind here. I just want to run a calc real quick on offensive Delmise because AV is annoying, but Delmise. Sure. Flamethrower. Yeah, I know Draco's stronger. But if it's AV, I don't know if I 2-hit KO. Well, Trust Band don't really matter to me. I'm just going to be safe and click Specs Flamethrower. As I said, they're AV. So, I mean, I take a huge hit, but I can Wish Pass on Vaporeon, which I'm assuming they're going to go out into now. Yep. So, good turns and bad turns. Good because I can go out to my own Vaporeon and basically Wish Pass for free. And basically just click Ice Beam here too, just in case they're crazy and try and go hard Delmise, which I don't know if it takes Ice Beam at that percentage. Unfortunately, it did. So the game just got harder because that did not knock it out. How do I want to play now? I definitely want to take an Anchor Shot as well. All right, let me see what they're going to do first. All right, initially, great. That's such a great turn. That's literally best case for me, that they actually hard switched. There's no way Goodra dies, right? 31 to 36%. That says 38%. Perfect. All right. So we get Goodra right back in the game. As if the game didn't happen, but I have a certain percentage off on you. We're going to drop a Specs Draco right now. and we're just going to do some massive damage to something. That's it. I'm going to drop a Draco. Delmai should die. Steelix is going to take like 50%. And obviously they know I can Specs Flamethrower as well. So if this is Specs Vikable, it will die to Specs Draco. And if it's not, I mean, it's not going to do any damage back to me anyway. So we're going to drop a Draco here as they go Vaporeon. Beautiful. And what I want to do is actually make the Gigalith play, because I'm pretty sure they're going to go out into Steelix here. Steelix or Protect. Protect just to get back leftovers. And if I get in Gigalith, I can start Rock Blasting. Like, Gigalith's role is really just to set up sand and rocks, right? So I can start Rock Blasting if they go for Protect here, for instance. As they go right back down to Delmai's. Same scenario for me. I'm going to Protect and get a little bit more damage off on them as they go for Anchor Shot there. And now I got to decide how I want to play around this thing. Togedemaru is necessary because I could lose to Rapidash if it's Scarf, but I guess that, or even Swords Dance, but I guess that Eldegoss can do the exact same thing. If you're gone, Eldegoss actually has a pretty good chance in this game too. I don't want to throw away the position I've been put in because I have Vaporeon at 25%. And Goodra's still stupid good. I can live one hit and then Rock Blast kill them. And that means I play a game without rocks, but I play a game without Delmai's. I'd rather do that. Connect. Like, I'd much rather potentially go off, exactly. Like 4 hits there. I mean, even if I didn't get 4 hits, I only needed 3 because I had 3 plus Sand. But getting rid of Delmai's means I managed to get up hazards, which I can in this game. I'll be alright. And this is where you click what? Darkest Lariat? Okay. My Dark Resist is non-existent, huh? Choice Band is going to hurt. Does that kill me? I know you're Choice Bandit. Bro, everybody got to be on that Choice Band wave for Pangoro. Hell yeah, that's going to kill, man. Darkest Lariat. It's not even a Lariat, though, in the game. That's cheating. Why is Darkest Lariat not part of the moves? Oh. 47 to 57%. Like I said, I can play a game without rocks. That's fine. That's cool. I mean, I got, like, I have Vaporeon low. I have a Sigilyph that just gets to come in and click Air Slash now and get me my KO. Like, Air Slash and the Heat Wave picks off the KO and everything. So, like, that's an okay game. Like I said, that trade was worth it on Delmai's. Just because now Vaporeon can be harder if I get rid of their own Vaporeon switch into. Like, Vikavolt doesn't appreciate a Skull because that puts it in range of Goodra, which is going to kill everything. I get to click the Life Orb Air Slash here and pick up my KO. If they bring out Vikavolt, I'm good. And they gave me Pangoro. Perfect. Don't got to deal with that demon. And there's the Vikavolt. I just get to go out to Specs Goodra on the Volt Switch. I'm assuming they're going to bring out their Rapidash, but yeah, there's a part where we go Vaporeon. Oh, they're Life Orb too. Perfect. Perfect. Eldegoss is fine because it deals with 2 things. 1, Vaporeon coming in, and 2, it deals with Vaporeon, and it deals with, had they click Player Off again. And this is great. I just get to Sleep Powder one more time. Go ahead and give me a Pokemon, buddy. Vaporeon isn't a problem anymore, and they're faster than me. Huh. Go ahead and Leech Seed now. Just a little bit of recovery. A little bit of recovery, all I need. But Vaporeon on Sleep is not a threat. Would they Bug Buzz here? I feel like I still go Goodra. That's definitely Specs. Yup. I'm just gonna Specs Flamethrower. I'm pretty sure Vaporeon is close to 2-hit KO. Oh, that did nothing. That is not a 2-hit KO at all. But that's a Sigilyph. That's a Sigilyph turn for me. Ooh, they're fighting back. They are fighting back. They are indeed fighting back. I don't care if they go Vaporeon because I always have Eldegoss. Yep, all I needed was that damage on you. Damage is damage. Wish up. Can knock me out there. I'll get out to my Scarf Togedemaru. Click that U-turn. Get rid of Rapidash. Bring out Goodra here. Still haven't burnt a turn, so I can click Specs Flamethrower and bring Steelix down to its 30. Which also, by the way, like lets quite a few Pokemon win. Togedemaru, for instance, but Sigilyph comes out. Just click that Heat Wave. But yeah, if I get rid of Steelix, then Togedemaru wins too with Zing Zap. And Eldegoss also wins if Vikavolt gone. So you haven't burnt any turns of sleep, so I'm just gonna go for Calm Mind here because you can't wake up there, and then I'll knock you out. There we go. And at this point, Eldegoss is the most expendable member. Just Sleep Powder in case they go Vikavolt. Well, I'm trying to do some... Let me just get some damage off instead of messing around. Because they're probably going to get a first turn wake. Exactly, yeah. 95. Air Slash is all I need to win the game with Iron Head. And, good game, buddy. Nice. So, Eldegoss did his job. And we were able to win the game with Iron Head here, I think. Good game, bro. That was a solid one. So biggest turn I think of events was when they actually gave me Pangoro. Early Pangoro was pretty big. Obviously, if I had rocks up in this game, it would have been huge. Same, fam. Obviously, if I had rocks up in this game, it would have been huge. But just the early Pangoro meant that... Where was it? Yeah, turn 14 was such a big thing. Like... Again, all I needed was 3 hits with Gigalith because that was Assault Vest Dhelmise. So 3 hits meant that Sand plus Protect would knock him out. I got 4 hits, so it means I didn't need Sand. But 3 hits meant that Sand plus Protect would knock him out. And then they'd be able to go out to Pangoro. It still knocked me out. But obviously, I think I could have played that a little bit differently too. I could have went the Goodra roll to sack and then maybe brought back out Gigalith later to get rocks. Because obviously, rocks would have been huge in this game. Half the Pokemon would not have been able to switch in, but either way, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Eldegoss wasn't that bad, man. It played its role. It Rapid Spun great. It hit some Sleep Powders, which I'm surprised about. Hit some Leech Seed. Missed some Leech Seeds, of course. But they had a lot of speed on that Vaporeon as well. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.